Welcome to the Seahawks Day Before the Day Before CascadiaSports.net report. I'm Osvita Mariota. So there's good news on the injury front today. There had been lingering questions regarding Darrell Taylor with the shoulder. Ken Walker missed practice with the groin on Thursday, but was a full participant in today's practice, as was Jordan Brooks, who was also rested on Thursday. But you'll see on the injury report that they were full participation, and we asked Pete Carroll post-practice, and he said, he's been chomping at the bit. He is ready to play. So here's what we're going to do, show you a little B-roll, and then obviously the post-practice interview with Pete Carroll, and then we'll also have you see the latest injury report from the Seahawks.
We made it. Here it is. As close as we can get to going. Everybody's ready to roll, and you gotta wait and open up the Christmas package. See what you get inside. We'll find out what it is. Can't wait to see how you guys go.
I'd love to see so many guys, whether it's Derek Hall, Mike Horse, a lot of guys that have been out there camp. So many guys back.
Yeah, it feels good to have those guys. We've been counting on them all along, and then you go without for a while. So it's a nice boost to get them back out. Everybody held through, made it, no problem, so we're ready to go.
How was Witherspoon's practice week?
He did a nice job. He did a nice job getting through it. He worked and competed, got a lot of turns, but measured the whole time. We just feel like he's just got, he could possibly play. So we got him as questionable, and we'll see what happens with that. But we got to be long-term thinking, make sure we take care of our guys the best we possibly can. So we'll see what we do with that. The shoulder a little bit. I've been working for this day for a long time with those guys, in particular in their language and their perspective and how we want to respond and deal with it and all of that. We'll find out how we did. We'll find out if the guys are able to play like they're capable. That's really all. It's a simple ask in a sense, but it's way harder to do than anybody could do it if it was easy. So. I'm hoping that the guys will do their part, and play the game like we've been counting on them, and play really hard and chase it around and do all the cool stuff that we've seen them do to get them to this point. It's a very, very exciting young group of guys now, and they're going to play. They're going to be out there. Let's get to this point. Everything has been a staging of it, and there hasn't been any setbacks at any time. The mentality of the players, their hungriness, and I probably would be better if you said hungry. Their hunger, if we're trying to do something special with this season, it has been obvious the whole time. A couple guys that we added, Dre coming in and Julian coming in, Mario, those guys, they've had an impact, as well. They had to it. It's just been a great process for us to get to here. And we're getting that. I say all that, I'm really fired up. We're as well equipped right now as we've been a long time, and we're young and feisty and ready to go too, which I love. And we have experienced leadership. So all of those elements come together to make it, very high hopes and big expectations. And we ain't backing off. We're going to win every game. We're going to try to do it by winning this first one. We'll see what happens next. And So there's been nothing but ups and positives, you know, and the fellas have done a really good job. The leadership have done a really good job to hang with us and keep the young guys moving along and keep everybody in order. So it's been really good.
Yeah, no, of course.
I mean, the fact that they're playing that night, and so we get to see the next opponent.
Well, before you have it.
Yeah. I don't know if that has to do with it, but it just, you know, we're watching just as we're competing, and so we got to see what we can see and what the game shows us. You know, you get information that you don't get other times when you see a game of that magnitude, and that kind of exposure and all that. So it's good.
Okay, so you saw the injury report and the head-to-head matchup, which is something we're inserting in there again to kind of give you the numbers. Now, obviously, those numbers are from last year, and they'll change after the game, but they'll kind of they're there for you to just use and think about going into Sunday's game. So, what does it all mean? Look for Zach Charbonnet, DJ Dallas to get touches in the game, because I know Walker is fully healthy, but it was always going to be a 2.5 running back system with Pete Carroll anyway. He's done that since his days at USC, and obviously Charbonnet has done nothing to dissuade the Seahawks picking him where they did and surprising everybody, but saying, you know, we're going to go to a two-back situation. But I mentioned DJ Dallas because he is really valuable in the Seahawks offense, and not only in special teams, but offensively, he is really good in terms of blocking and also third down. And the other thing is Boye Mafe was sick on Thursday, but fully participated on Friday. And I asked him today, and I said, hey, how you feeling? He said, you know what, I'm ready for practice. The other one is Darrell Taylor, missed Wednesday practice and participated on Thursday and Friday. So you're asking what that does is that your linebackers there are, you know, have missed a day here and have missed a day there, so that your outside edges, inside linebackers, if you will. So I think that opens up the door there for Tariq Smith, and they might probably move players around like Julian Love there, just because I think it's a stamina thing. I'm not so sure so much as a health issue, but it's one of those things that, you know, it'll go accordingly to the drives and everything, and how those players, you know, where they're at stamina fitness wise. So bottom line is the Seahawks D-line will need to be at its best, because if there's no doubt, there's the one thing the Rams like to do is run the ball, especially with Cooper Kupp being out. Normally they're an outside zone running team, but you know, with the Seahawks struggling to stop the run last year, the Rams will try to go in the belly of the beast. That is the belly of the beast of the Seahawks defense. So like I said, I talked with Julian Love a little bit about that. How important is it to stop the run? He said, you know what, we've got to stop the run, and that's one of the first things. Obviously, you know, until you stop the run, teams are going to run at you, especially, you know, at the Seahawks. So if they're able to do that, then, you know, they've got a really, really good chance of winning the game. And obviously the offense is going to be explosive and all of that. But I think that the ability to stop the run early and make the Rams one-dimensional is going to be key for the Seahawks on Sunday. From the VMAC in Renton, I'm Osvita Mara for CascadiaSports.net.